as well turn it up this time.
See me getting ecstatic. Go outside like the dramatics. Serving in automatic. Crossing lines till they get my name.
Gonna hit high with your hook fly.
Gonna hit high.
Gonna hit high as a riddle.
Ooh, yeah, yeah.
Gonna hit high with your hook fly.
Gonna hit high, yeah, yeah.
I decided that I can't rewind. Might as well turn it up this time. Might as well turn it up this time.
Might as well, yeah. Let it fly, let it fly, let it fly, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. Hey, hey. Watch her fly, yeah. Watch her fly.
Watch your hook fly, watch your hook fly. Gonna hit high as Serena, so high. Got me hungry like a killer. Gonna hit high as Serena, lying on the service line. I decided that I can't rewind. Might as well turn it up this time. Sometimes it rains, moving when I hear the sound, like you and me, baby, getting down with the sounds around. Oh, the smell of the flowers as we pass away the hour. I want to do it again, do it, do it, do it again. Let's do it in the morning. Sweet breeze in the summertime. Feel your sweet thing, all laid up next to mine. Sweet love in the midnight. Good sleep come morning light. No worries about nothing. Just getting good, just getting good, just getting good love. See, the way that feels is the way it used to feel. Ain't that right, Randall? You know that's right. That's right, right, Sue? I love the Staples singers. I mean, Pop Staples, Mavis Staples. That's the epitome of soul right there. I loved it so much that I told my band, I said, look here, fellas, we got to revisit this thing, yeah, because we got to take it back. I was like, why not do it again? Why not do some of them great soul records again? They was like, yeah, let's do it again. I said, yeah, let's do it again. And you know what I called up Myron? I said, Myron, book the studio. Let's get in there today. Let's do it in the morning. Sweet breeze in the sun. summertime. Feel your sweet face all laid up next to mine. Sweet love in the midnight, good sleep come morning light. No worries about nothing, just getting good, just getting good, just getting good love. We want to thank y'all for going on this ride with us. Thanks Shanachie Records for doing this.
Welcome to the Love and Victory Show with Val, where we will bring you candid conversation. In each conversation, we will talk about real life ups and downs while tackling unresolved matters. We will also unmask issues and truly speak straightforward and candid about our needs and brokenness, while allowing ourselves to exhale so that we can become victorious. This is a place where you can be open to the possibilities of living life in abundance while gaining tools to become bold and complete. So let's get to it. We have amazing guests each week, and today is no exception. Join us as we change lives one conversation at a time. You know what to do. Now let's get to it. All righty then. All righty. Good morning. How y'all doing this morning? Brother Carter, how you doing?
Oh man, I was waiting on the people to say something back to you. You were saying how y'all doing this morning. I said nobody said nothing.
Well, I think they're gonna say something a little bit. The people saying I'm here, Miss Carter. I got my coffee.
Okay.
I got my coffee. How you doing, Brother Carter?
Doing well. Glad to be back in the fold again.
I know that's right. I tell you, taking a little time off is always good for the soul, but it's nothing better than getting back with the Carter crew.
Yeah.
I know.
Good morning, Carter crew.
I know. We got somebody special in the seat today. Look at it. Y'all see him smile. He's like, what about me? What about me? We have Quincy in the house. How you doing, Quincy?
Oh, I'm doing wonderful. I really appreciate you having me here.
Oh, Quincy, we really are excited about having you here. I tell you, that old Adonis, he have sent some great people our way. Even though, he's so bold. Y'all see, he's not even in the seat yet. He's like,
he the man.
He the man. Like, I get here. I'll be here. I'll be here. Don't worry about me, but I'm coming. But we're gonna let him have his moment. He's here in the building. We're gonna transition after we get through letting Quincy say a little something about himself, and then we're gonna keep this show rolling.
So Quincy Holmes come by way of Adonis, is what you're telling me? By way of Adonis.
Okay. By way of Adonis. So Quincy, tell the people a little bit about you. I got to know a little bit behind the scenes, but tell them about you.
So I am a full-time photographer, and I'm from Queens, New York. So I came out to Houston about 5 years ago, right after COVID. I just drove myself down here and quit my job, and I came out here, and I just really wanted to find my place, right? The job that I had, it paid me a lot of money, but I wasn't actually good at it.
Oh, what were you doing?
I was selling tech to the government.
Oh, and yeah, that wasn't your purpose.
Right. It wasn't my purpose. It's like I did, I hit my number and things of that nature, but I never felt like I was going to be incredible at this.
Okay.
So when I came out here, tried to figure it out. I had a bunch of different jobs and, this and that. I had Airbnbs. But really what kind of kicked off is I met somebody that believed in me, and they said, hey, you need to pick that camera back up because you're wasting your talent.
Oh, wow.
And that conversation led to me doing more networking and more working and more studying. And eventually I got to here where that camera is paying my bills. And I know a lot of people in the city because of what I do.
Okay. And you just got here because of COVID, around COVID time, and you done met a lot of people in the city. Would you call this home?
Oh, I'm done.
You done? You one and done?
I'm a Houstonian.
Well, say less. I tell you guys, as you can see, this is a very confident young brother, and you will find out more about him as we have this conversation. Brother Carter,
right, yeah.
We're going to rock off and get this ball rolling. We're going to start off with the scripture.
All right, we're going to do it a little different.
Actually, let's do something a little different. do you mind if we bring in Aaron? If you could do one thing, since Adonis in the building. We're going to go ahead and bring Adonis in. Let's go ahead and Aaron, give him a little something while we do a little switch up here real quick.
Yes, definitely. So those of you in the comments, if you weren't here a couple of weeks ago, Val actually stepped out of the studio, right? And so she went to the Rebuilding Her conference, and we shared a little bit about it last week, but we're just going to go ahead and share some of the wisdom that she got from that conference as we make this transition.
Val didn't just step out of the studio last weekend. She completely sacrificed time from her business, BK Consultant Group, and time with her family who depend on her to be a part of the Rebuilding Her conference. This conference was a full 3 days where powerful women of God came together from all walks of life with the hope to receive what God had planned for them. There were speakers like Cecilia Matthews, Elder Christy Dobbins, Dr. Juanita Bynum, Tiffany Edwards, Kitty Rose, Stephanie Okafor, and so many more. Val told us this group of speakers weren't just inspirational, they were transformational. She said they created a space where hearts were open, walls came down, and God was able to move in a real and personal way. Because we all know when the Holy Spirit speaks, He's not just heard, He's felt deeply. And for those who came willing, He met them exactly where they were. She went on to tell us from the moment she walked through the doors to the moments of worship that brought her and many people to tears, to being a part of the Architects Circle, and the sermons that challenged, healed, and restored every part of her experience at the conference carried weight. Even in the laughter and connection she made at the women's brunch, she said clearly God was present in every detail. This wasn't just a weekend for Val. It was an encounter she needed, the kind that will stay with her in the years to come. It shifted her perspective, strengthened her faith, and reminded her that she's not alone in her journey. She said her experience didn't end when the conference did. She came back Sunday morning to fellowship because what she encountered there was something she didn't want to walk away from. Brother Carter and I want to sincerely thank you, Taylor Rowe, for inviting Val to be a part of something so powerful. You may never see the full depth of what that invitation did, but it mattered and it made an impact on Val that won't be forgotten. And to the pastors of Transforming Faith Christian Center, Pastor James Edwards and Pastor Tiffany Edwards, and to the church as a whole, thank you for your obedience, your leadership, and the way you poured into Val that weekend. What you created wasn't just an event. It was a weekend that changed Val's life. Images and videos from this weekend recap are brought to you by Rebuilding Her Community on Facebook and Instagram, Taylor Rowe, and Val.
All righty. I hope y'all enjoyed that. But let me tell you something. While we were trying to do this transition, Adonis just doesn't know how to just come in and say, okay, I'm late. Let me just ease on here. No, he has to turn the whole studio out. So look at that smile
Upside
up there.
down.
Only a smile a mama would love.
You know?
Anyway, and a wife.
I just like to keep the same energy. Y'all started off petty. I'm going to come right over there petty. That's how we doing this morning.
Well, I don't know if it was petty or just calling you out. You going to blame it on Houston traffic?
Well, when there's a tire in the middle of Beltway 8 and got two lanes back there.
I saw that tire.
See, but the tire was there, but we just passed by. It didn't stop us.
Okay.
Hey. Look,
He didn't lie. It was a tire
but
sitting
Quincy
there.
said he didn't see it.
I'm driving 80 miles per hour the whole way here.
So you
It
got
might have been your tire.
Well, we're going to get this thing going. We're going to do the scripture and the prayer, and then we're going to come with a little something else Aaron wants to do. We're going to go with those comments in a second.
Yeah. So
All
if
right.
we would, Brother Adonis, would you lead us in prayer? Get the show started.
Definitely. Heavenly Father, we come to you thanking you this morning for allowing us to get here safely and just allowing us to have space on YouTube this morning. We pray that the conversations that go forth do not fall on deaf ears and that we're able to make some form of an impact to the viewers, the listeners this morning. We thank you for your grace and mercy. In Son's name we pray. Thank God. Amen.
Amen.
All right. So the scripture today, we're dealing with a lot of chaos in the world today, even in our own personal lives and our family lives and church lives, whatever lives we're in, there's a lot of chaos going on for some reason. And there's a lot of division taking place amongst us. And so today's scripture amongst us all. Okay. Yeah, amongst us all. And I ain't hesitate on that. So our scripture today is going to come from 1 Corinthians chapter 13. They often refer to this as the love chapter. So we want to speak a little love back into our existence. on this Saturday morning. I'm just read verse 4 through I guess 8, I believe. It says, "Love suffers long. Love is kind. Love does not envy. Love does not parade itself. Love is not puffed up. Love does not behave rudely. Love does not seek its own. It is not provoked. Love thinks no evil. Love does not rejoice in iniquities, but rejoice in the truth. Love bears all things. Love believes all things. Love hopes all things. Love endures all things. Love never fails. Whether there is prophecy, they will fail. Whether there are tongues, they will cease. Whether there is knowledge, it will vanish away. But love shall stand forever." I just added that on to the end myself.
I didn't think that was in the.
No,
Okay.
no.
Yeah.
I just added that on myself.
Okay.
And so
Can't
what
even
we
get to
want
the
to
first
do
there,
on
Lord.
this particular Saturday morning, we want to work on a certain aspect of this love chapter here. Love says a lot of things. Be kind, be unruly, endure, be patient, all these different things. So on this Saturday morning, I want us to work on just one of the particulars in love, and just work on that one thing so we kind of get this thing back in order where it should be.
Sounds good to me.
Am I making sense?
You made a lot of sense. Turn the other cheek. All right. So I want to go back to the title of the show. The title of the show, Your Projection Isn't My Destination. So, and we're going to tie it back to the scripture of love. You know, what you're projecting out. And when you think about the title, and I'm going to say this to Quincy, when you saw that title, what first came to your mind? Come on, don't be nervous. You got this.
When I hear projection, you know, I've experienced people putting me in a box or writing a title on my forehead and say, "Oh, this Quincy is this, so I expect him to act this way." And I would say up until maybe I was 25, 26, I followed what people projected onto me. People told me that I was this type of person, and I was like, okay, well,
I'm gonna be
if
that.
everybody thinks that way, then I'll just be that, right? I felt like I kept trying to please everyone else around me. And then, I don't know, just coming out here and experiencing what I experienced in Houston, it forced me to love myself a lot more and learn about myself a lot more. Starting to go to therapy, having mentors, things of that nature. It opened myself up to say, hey, I'm way more than what people are perceiving me as. And the only reason they perceived me that way is because I allowed them to.
So you allowed them to put you in that box.
Absolutely.
All
I take responsibility for that one.
I like that. I like that a lot. Okay, Adonis.
Quincy, realizing he's more than a conqueror.
There you go. All right, Adonis.
Yeah, so very similar to Quincy, when I saw the title, I went to something that I think we hear a lot in our community. When you hear or you have children who grow up and they always hear you're not gonna be anything but like what your daddy was, or you're not gonna be anything like what your mom was. Typically a projection, if we look at it in the business sense, is taking past history and using it to forecast what could come. And it's really only one singular possibility by taking those factors in. And to Quincy's point, if you allow individuals to put you in that box, then 9 times out of 10 you're going to go down that road.
Yes.
But if no one gives you the space to see the possibility for more than just that one destination, in a sense, then yeah, you can definitely be limited. And then you have to be exposed to other options as well, so that you know that there are other possibilities or other realities that you could potentially go down. So that's what I got from the title. Y'all be doing these titles.
Yeah, of course. A little stuff. Brother Carter, what did you think?
Well, I'm just knowing, I get to the show and just see the titles on Saturday morning.
Honest, I tell you.
I really have no idea what we're going to talk about. I don't get nothing.
You just jumping in, you ready.
And so my thing is talking about projection, and my thing is who I am as an individual. I'm not making that being who I am to make you happy. I'm gonna be who I'm gonna be just for me.
But you probably I'm sorry,
but my destiny is not to have you like me or change you from
but
who
have
you
you
are.
Always felt like that, or is that something you feel now strongly because you've lived 65 years on this earth? But was that always you?
You can't say that it was always you. I'm just basing that on who I am today.
Okay. Okay, that's real good. All right.
Maybe 64 years of,
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Like,
1 year.
Maybe 64 in a day.
Yeah.
All righty then. Well, I know this is going to be
How about yourself? You asked the question.
Well,
Yeah.
It took me a minute. I'm not going to lie. You said you at 25, you realized it. Hats off to you. It took me, I want to say probably 40, 50 years to feel comfortable in who I am, because who I am and who I know myself to be, honestly, because I'm actually just learning something about a similarity of me and someone in the Bible, Deborah. I have a lot, and I'm finding that I have a lot in common with her. I think a lot of times your childhood and the things that you grew up with and who you are as a child become who you believe you're to be as an adult. Part of the experience as a child, I felt like I had to be this good child because of their things that were going on in the household. I always say that my dad was an excellent father, but he was not that great of a husband. So therefore, that came with some experiences. That came with some challenges. And even though he was present in the home, he wasn't present in the home. So you learn how to deal with, how to survive. I learned how to survive in such a dysfunctional, chaotic upbringing. And during that time, we didn't know anything about counseling, so that's why I always go back to the Love and Victory show with Val being such a blessing to me and my husband, especially to me personally, because I can freely and openly talk about the things that probably would have stayed under the cover, and I don't feel shame. And it's so weird because I'm talking openly in front of hundreds and billions, as my husband would say.
Millions
and billions of people. But it's actually very I don't even have the right word to say how freeing it is. So
you just said it.
I don't live in the shadow of what other people think of me.
I think that's great. And with Quincy, you mentioning how young you were when you came to that realization, you had that epiphany. I think for most of us, we don't come to that because we don't have the experience that you did as far as leaving home and being away from that environment. Most of us, we stay in our relative zip code for the majority of our life. We may move, 5-10 miles in either direction, but when you go away either for school and set up camp there, you move away from a lot of the thoughts, ideas, the individuals who may have tried to keep you in that box, and then you are exposed to new things, new experiences, culture, so on and so forth. You may have never heard of counseling, but now you're in the city. You don't go to therapy?
Yeah.
What is that?
Exactly.
I think for many of us, you mentioned being in your 40s. I would say I was in my early 30s when I came to that realization. So mind you, I'm already married.
Yes.
All these other things have already taken place. And I'm just coming to the realization that, hey, I don't have to stay confined.
And I think a lot of it is what you just said, is we stay within that bubble. We stay in that bubble because a couple of things. One, we want to be there to give back to our people. It's familiar. It's comfortable. And then the other things, well, I got everything that I need right here. Well, you don't know that you got everything that you need right here because
you got everything you need to stay
here.
You are,
But that's not necessary.
You don't have to change at all.
Yes, that's not.
And they don't want you to.
And that's not necessarily the plan that God has for you. That's the plan that you have either allowed others to make for you, or you stayed comfortable. So I commend you for packing up and leaving.
So that's actually interesting, because the reason why I experienced it at 26 was because I was forced to. So I made a lot of money selling tech to the government, and I didn't feel like anything was wrong with me, right? But then when I moved to Houston, I wasn't as successful, right? And when I saw that bank account hit zero,
did it hit zero?
Oh yeah,
hey,
absolutely.
Quick,
when it went
fast, and
under,
in a hurry.
yeah, I was in Houston. I was having good. I was going on vacations because I'm like, I'm gonna make it.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be fine. I can spend this.
Wasn't worried about it, huh?
Right. Like 6 months, I'm just gonna spend this money because I'll be fine. And I was like,
it ain't coming back in.
It actually looks like. So, and having to change every part of your life, because now you can't go out the way you used to. You can't hang out the way you used to. When people call you and say, "Hey, you trying to go to Mexico with me?" I'm like, I can't do that. I can't do that right now.
I can FaceTime you while you're out.
I'll send some pictures or something. But like the forcing myself to accept my own reality and try to live with that is what changed me, because the friends that I had have shifted. Right? I had friends that only really worked for me when I had money.
Ooh, get off my toes.
Well, we can see this gonna be a dynamite show today.
Dynamite show. Yes. We ain't gonna give it all to him right now.
Okay.
We ain't gonna give it all to him right now. Come on, Aaron. We're gonna get this riddle in, and then we're gonna go to some of these comments and keep this ball rolling. This is gonna be a hot show. Yes. Oh my God.
We got a lot of people tuning in this morning. Like it's a good crowd. And we already have people like Amy, Donald James. We got Frank in the studio, Lexi Mason. And there's just so many.
We can't call them all out.
We can't call them all out. But like we see y'all in the comments. I promise we're taking notes. A couple of comments related to what y'all were talking about. Terry Alexander said, even in harsh environment, you embrace yourself very beautifully, Val.
Oh.
And so he's like, I see you, Val. He's like, I see the growth.
All right. Thank you.
Griff Jawad said, in my family, there's no such thing as counseling. And I'm like, he also said, we either stay in the maze or die with it.
Dang. Get out.
That's a very good analogy.
And
then Amy also said 0 is a motivational number.
Yeah. When that bank account is empty.
Okay.
Yes.
For real.
Figure it out.
Ain't but one way to go from
there. One way to go, man. Well, I mean, I done went under the 0 a couple times, but we made it out.
You don't want to go that way, but yeah.
Definitely. And so this week's riddle is, I have a face you know and a tail you ignore. Though I'm still present, they don't make me anymore. I'm common and cheap, but more valuable the more you keep.
Penny.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's the first thing came. I'm like, here we go. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say me.
That ain't fair. You didn't give me a chance. Yeah. Come on, baby. Read that one more time.
I know he was so quick with that. I was thrown off.
Leave some for the rest, though.
I have a face you know,
Lincoln,
and a tail you ignore.
No clue what's on the back of that penny.
Yeah.
Though I'm still present, they don't make me anymore.
I got some in my truck.
Because they stopped making the penny like sometime this year or last year or something. I'm common and cheap because there's a lot, and I'm more valuable the more you keep.
Yeah.
And you got that so fast. Like, I thought it was gonna be a pause, maybe like 2 seconds. You're just like,
they covered something about no way, Brother Carter. Give us a chance, Brother Carter. You ain't giving nobody a chance.
I mean, it just because we about to have a bunch of pennies, and I like
that was good. We didn't even get to sit on that. Okay, Aaron, where we going?
Man, that's really bothering me, Brother Carter. You need to cut the crowd.
My bad.
We're all about healing, and sometimes your healing starts with sharing what bothers you. It's not good to keep that bottled up. We have to remove the negativity somehow. And what better way than by calling it out? So here's the deal. People are always going to get underneath our skin, so we may as well tell them. Cut the crap.
All righty, Aaron is gone and I'm taking over that seat. Y'all know Cut the Crap is a time for us to be a little petty, kind of get it on out of there.
Lean in.
And lean in.
Yeah.
So yeah, there you go. I like it. Say, lean in a little bit.
Okay.
Aaron, it's time to cut the crap and we're going to keep it pushing. And if you can, I'm going to start with Brother Carter. What's your cut the crap for this morning?
Well, you know, we're approaching the playoffs for the NBA right now. And I'm on this thing with my Houston Rockets now.
Uh-oh.
They've been hearing
And
it.
so, you know, last time I was here, I called out the coach and his coaching style and not getting on the players behind out there, you know, not getting upset with them.
Mm-hmm.
But today I'm gonna stick with one particular person on the team, CC, Clint Capella. Clint Capella, you have one job out there. One job, and that job is to rebound. Get rebound.
Get the ball.
Get big, man.
Well.
Stop playing so low and slumped over and everything, man. Stand up, be 7 foot that you are. Don't let nobody get a rebound when you in the game, because that's your goal to get the rebounds. That little bitty short dude, what's his name? The point guard, whatever his name is, you know who I'm talking about. The little dude that shoots all the threes all the time. He got no business getting a rebound when you in the game. Clint Capella, get your rebounds, man. Period. Cut the crap.
Oh, Lord. You heard my husband. He said that with his whole show. Would you put your whole head in it? Yeah, there you go.
ESPN is calling tomorrow.
They calling tomorrow. Let me say this here to y'all. Rockets, Texans, Astros. I am not going to do this season without stressing my husband out. Okay. I'm letting y'all know we ain't, but that's his cut the crap, but we're going to have us a good time this season, baby. They're going to do right. They're going to do right.
As long as Clint Capella get out there and do his part, I ain't talking about the other players right now. I need Clint Capella to go out there and do his part. If he do his part, that's going to fire up everybody else out there.
All right, then y'all heard what he said. Period. Cut the crap. All right, Rockets. Adonis, what's your cut the crap?
You know. Holiness is right. And parents, I need you to raise these children with some manners. Excuse me. Pardon me.
The basic.
May I?
Yes, sir.
I don't even want to have to get that. If we can just do the pardon me, excuse me, thank you. I appreciate. If we can just hit those 4, you don't even have to hit me with the yes, sir. You don't, because I appreciate the thank you or the excuse me so much more. I was in Target the other day with my boys. I was in Target. We're going to exchange some stuff for the missus and get some, some additional overnight diapers for my oldest. The typical thing.
Yeah.
In the baby aisle, and this little
you hang out in there a lot, don't you?
I do a little too much.
All right.
Little too much.
I ain't gonna say that.
I'm either getting sent there or I just somehow
Was
in the baby aisle, and this little child, he was probably 7, 8 years old, just ripping and running up and down the aisle, bumps into me, and then I say, "Excuse me."
You said it's
to the child.
To the kid. I said, "Excuse me."
How old was the child? You sound like my baby boy.
He said, "Oh, don't worry about it."
He gonna punch
you hit me. Yeah. You ran into me. That happens far too often. I can go a lot of different places.
Aaron died over there.
Parents, raise your children right. Okay? Huh?
He stuck his whole chest out on you.
Train up a child in the way it should go.
You wanted to just turn around and pop
him up.
You wanted to snatch him up. Oh, thank God.
Just big enough so you could grab him with one hand.
You get a good old.
Have a dangle a little bit.
He would have been just big enough. And then what would have been great is my boys would have saw it.
And they'd have jumped in.
Oh, no, they would have jumped in. They would have been scared.
They got their attention.
Yeah.
It's a road. That's your cut the crap.
Yeah, cut it.
Cut it, parents. Okay, then. Oh, my God. Okay, Quincy, what's your... Okay, he a little hot over there. You ain't getting no water because you was late. You ain't get anything.
I might need a drink in a minute.
All right, Quincy, what's your cut the crap?
Man, I mean, I might have to piggyback off Dennis on this one. So I am. So I do speech class. I teach speech class a couple days a week at a middle school in Houston. I'm not gonna say the name, but you know, I was in class one day, and one of the young ladies there said, "Shut the F up talking to me."
Wait, you was in the presence. This kid was in the presence of adults.
Yes. She said this to me because I wanted her to.
Oh, she said it to you.
Oh, she said it directly to me because
you got to listen, honey.
I thought I heard what I heard.
She said it to me because I wanted her to come up in front of the class and do her speech, and I didn't even hear it. Right. The reason why I didn't hear it is because I am so used to them speaking to me a certain way that I had to turn my brain off when I hear outrageous things.
Oh my,
and
Jesus!
It is. I gotta say, parents, educators. I will not take the title of educator because I'm not in the classroom every day. Right. I just I visit.
You get to pop in and out.
I get to go home for real.
Oh wow.
But
this is a middle school, you said?
This is a middle school, yes.
Right.
Yes. And
the absolute worst.
7th grade. It's rough. But I gotta say to parents, educators have such an incredibly difficult job trying to make sure all 20 to 30 kids in that room are educated and are learning what they need to learn. And if you do not take care of them at home, if you do not instill respect to them at home, then educators cannot do their job properly, and the classroom gets stalled while we are trying to parent your children. You know, so
wow.
Parents,
bring back corporal punishment. Didn't have all this when that
cut the crap. Spend some time with your children.
First of all, the audacity. If that child is speaking to you that way, imagine what's happening at the house and how he or she going back and forth with the parent at the house. And so I don't even know how you as a parent or an adult can expect that child to be educated. And when you can't even get the basics in for respect. They're not going to, the child fears nothing. They think that what they say and do is okay. So the last thing they want to listen to is what an adult has to say.
Child would have feared me that day.
Oh,
Child would have feared me.
And it's kind of crazy because like I know there's a responsibility on my part to have control of the classroom. Right. I am not an educator by trade. It's not something that I've studied.
So how did you end up in the classroom with them children?
Well, I thought that it was a good idea.
Well, obviously the district did too.
I was like, I'm hanging out on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I ain't got nothing to do. Well, I might as well go hang out with them and do this for just for fun experience.
Yes.
It's given me, it's shined a light on how imperative it is to make sure that the parent is as involved and as invested in the child's education as we are.
Well, I think that you are doing something. You are a part of the educational system because even if you're not a teacher, you're teaching something. So you have, there's a reason that you're there. And even though that kid said that to you, oh my God, that kid would be out of my class. Even though that kid said that to you, it impacted you in such a way that you still came back and you still you understand. So you want to help.
Yeah.
So I'm going to, you're there.
And that's a little girl too.
Yeah.
That's a little girl. Yeah. I mean, so my boy,
I probably would have jacked his little, you almost made me cuss right there.
Well, but Lee, that's deep. That's
the boys come in.
Girl, you'll be like, really?
Nah, man. The boys come in and they look me in the eye and they shake my hand. That's because that's what they're used to that. When I come, I'm saying, hey, no, you gotta look me in the eye. You gotta shake my hand. When you come in the room,
but you gotta handle the girls a little different. Yeah.
I make them shake my hand too.
You do. There you go.
It's because the speech class is not just about being up there, getting up there to speak. It's your body language as well. It's how you project your feelings and your confidence when you walk in the room.
Yes.
So I have them stand over by the door and they have to take a deep breath and then step to the front of the class and set themselves and speak to the class.
Oh.
So they are, I know they don't like doing it all the time.
No.
But they have absolutely learned something.
That's real good.
Because they don't like talking to each other at all.
They don't.
They put their head down and do
Get on
this
their phone.
conversation and take place right here.
Well, let me go ahead and give y'all my cut the crap. My cut the crap today is stop overloading myself. I'm not gonna put it on because nobody else can overload me. It's me. Stop overloading myself with things I think I have to do for others. I've already put that on myself.
Give an example.
I'll give an example. I have to go. I said I'm gonna go and have dinner with you.
Okay.
Knowing all the time my cup runneth over. You know, and so
because you agreed to go anyway.
I agreed to go to dinner with you, knowing my cup runneth over, and what that cost is going to be if I put some clothes on, get up, and go. It's going to affect me more, and what I really have to take care of, then it's going to affect you. I'm not going to even really be present in that moment with you guys because I'm really thinking about all the stuff that I got going on, and I'm exhausted. So cut the crap, Valerie. When you
cut
know
your own self out.
That's right. When you know you can't do something, straight up say it. You can't do it. If you have something on your plate and you know you can't do it, it's okay. Be an adult. Pick up the phone, call, and say, "Hey, you know I love you, but I'm gonna have to bow out this time." Cut the crap out.
Can't be everywhere for everybody at all times.
At all times. Not doing it. Can't do it. Won't take it on anymore.
Amen.
The interesting thing is we probably were raised in a way that would suggest that we are supposed to do all those things.
I'm telling you, all of the things that I'm learning about myself it comes back from my childhood. How I had to show up and why I showed up even when I didn't want to, because that's what I was taught I was supposed to do. And all of those things had to do with why I'm so the way I am now, you know, and now I'm so
those things sometimes you do because you're youthful and able to.
Yeah.
Now your ass and got old. You can't do what you used to do. Sit down.
That might be a part of it, but that might
time to squat down.
No, that might be part of it. That might be a large part of it. But the main reason why I did a lot of things even back then when I was younger is because I was wired to do those things because I said I was going to do it. So
you were youthful and beautiful, and you was going to be on the scene. That's all that was.
You ain't worth a crap.
Now you got some extra responsibilities. Now you say, well, I ain't going to be able to make it. You like
you ain't no good.
You like Q's bank account was. You on zero now. I can't go to Mexico no more.
He ain't worth the crap. You see, you put your business out there.
That's what
I'm not repeating what he already said.
My mama said you can't tell anybody everything.
You cannot tell a Negro everything.
Millions already heard you say it. But thank God you didn't leave it on zero.
Oh yeah, that's real. That's real. Hey, it's been a long time ago.
Yes, sir.
All right, then Aaron, can you bring the Carter crew in here because I see they hot in here this morning.
Talk back to me if you can.
Yes, we got like a few different cut the crap. So I'm gonna get some of the comments first, real quick.
Okay.
So we have Lanita coming in. She said, he said you too tall to not be getting that rebound. Just go up and grab the ball.
That's our daughter.
And then Terry Alexander, he was commenting to Adonis about that interaction. He's like, it must have been hilarious. And then oh darn, all my stars. Okay. Oh yeah, the Lenny was just like, Daddy, about like 2 seconds ago. And then Griff Jawad, he said, people really think the world is there to educate and give them manners, but no, it's your duty to your own children. And so now for the cut the craps, Lanita said, cut the crap on being a manipulator so much that you always deflect instead of taking accountability.
Yeah.
Grow up.
There you go.
That's learned behavior.
That is.
And then Griff Jawad, he said, cut the crap. You aren't being loyal by staying in a box that someone else built for you. You're just being stagnant.
Oh, okay.
I know he coming in hot. These people be coming in today. Right. Frank said, we have to stop calling it humility when we're actually just afraid to own the destination God has shown us.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, definitely. Cut the crap on that.
That's also learned behavior.
Ray Brown, he said, stop using waiting for the right time as an excuse for not moving past the limits people projected onto you years ago. And then lastly, we had Amy saying, learn parenting before calling calling yourself a parent. Cut the crap.
How about before having children? You know, get you together, because you are raising some dysfunction out here. You're putting something out in the atmosphere that you don't have the energy or the wherewithal to be able to train up. All right, it's time for the tea.
Can we just stop and pause with these parents real quick just for a moment?
Okay.
You know, because
that bothers.
You know, we gotta get these grandmamas and mamas out of the clubs just for a little bit, so we can raise these children up. You know, give these children some kind of balance, man, because they raising themselves, and you know, children are raising children today, and then you see all the things that they are doing today. It's just crazy.
That's because grandmama is 42.
Yeah,
right now 40, 45.
That's because she ain't been at home with them babies that had them babies young.
The grandmama 42, and she ain't teaching daughter, and daughter not teaching children, or son not teaching children. Son is he and busy going back and forth to jail in some communities.
I was talking to one of my cousins the other day, because we have a tendency to just go down and reflect on our childhood, especially now that we have children, thinking about how we would have never done a lot of the stuff that our parents and grandparents did for us. But one of the things, I don't remember my grandmother being younger than 55.
No.
Right.
She was at some point in time, but
you don't remember that.
I don't remember grandmama being less than 55 at all.
You don't remember that. Yeah.
So she never was to me.
Yeah.
No. But now,
oh shoot.
Yeah.
Grandmama was in Mexico with Quincy.
Yeah.
Quincy was probably hitting on grandma.
Man, she was at the poolside. She was on the Lido deck.
I don't mind.
You didn't tell her he was gonna get rolled out here. Did you talk to some of the grandmas?
Man, listen, sometimes they got some game, man. I don't know. Man. They make me fall sometimes.
They make you fall.
But the one thing I can't thank God about is that when I grew up, my mother, grandmother, grandfather, they prayed for us as children. And then children don't have nobody praying for them, and they don't know how to pray for themselves anymore. So let's get back to some of the basics, like Adonis was saying. I said Adonis. Amen.
They know you.
Adonis.
they know you.
So we need to get back to some of the basics, you know, and get these, you know, get this love thing we were talking about in the scriptures, you know, get it back in order, you know, because we got carried away with
it's a hot mess out here.
Too far. Yeah.
It's a hot mess out here. I just got to tell y'all something. Y'all got my daughter rolling over here. Lanita then kept, I'm calling you out too. Lanita then got off of the main chat line, and she over here texting her mama. Adonis and daddy got her rolling. That's all she said. Look, y'all, keep my child. She's supposed to be over here at practice with my son. She over here dying laughing with you two.
The dynamic duo. Right again.
All right, then. Yes,
dynamic duo. That's real.
Come on here.
Man, this is such a good conversation. We haven't gotten to the conversation.
I know it's almost time for the conversation.
It is almost time, but we are going to jump to one tea in the streets just because it's very like hot topic at the moment.
Maybe if I get Adonis a drink, he'll calm down.
Okay.
Are you sure that won't get him wired?
It's gonna go up.
No, but that's one comment though.
He have a drink already.
That's not what he needs.
Holy water.
No, but this comment though, I just have to highlight this. Albert, my grandma had 13 children. It was a whole team, but for God's sake, they knew parenting very well.
Yes, okay.
That was good. All right, but yeah, so it's time for Tea in the Streets.
All right. Say what you want to say. It's what we're here for. It's time for Tea in the Streets. And remember, no matter what we cover, we're doing it the right way.
Oh, there goes my microphone. Sorry.
Okay.
Yes. So for those of you who don't know, Tea in the Streets is a fun time where we put our ear to social media. We hear what they're saying and what they're not saying. And the people are speaking loud this week. So if anyone's been keeping up with women's basketball, it's getting to like the Final Four. We're getting to, you know, that point in the season.
It's over.
Well, I don't keep up with basketball if you can't tell, but we had a very hot topic happen this week in women's basketball. So let's get into it.
What do you do when you see racism in real time? We're taking an honest look at all that transpired between the University of Connecticut's Coach Gino and University of South Carolina's Coach Staley this past week. The visuals and commentary come by way of Ben the Curious and King Kyle Lee on Instagram. Be sure to watch both of their videos.
My wife's school, University of South Carolina, just dismantled the University of Connecticut. 62-48. And what does Gino do? Storms across the court, gets in her face, and has to be pulled away.
This dude is a women's basketball coach, and he decided to talk and be disrespectful to a black female basketball coach.
Talk about how quickly white males fall apart in the face of black women excellence.
At the end of the third quarter, Gino tried to make Dawn Staley look bad on national TV by saying she was saying horrible things to the ref.
But this is ridiculous. Their coach rants and raves on the sideline and calls the referee some names you don't want to hear.
But Dawn Staley couldn't have been talking as bad as he's saying because Dawn Staley didn't get one technical foul last night.
And then it gets better. When asked about his behavior, he brought up protocol, saying that she did not shake his hand prior to the game.
Then he lied about how his player's jersey got torn.
And now we get 6-0, and I got a kid with a ripped jersey, and they go, I didn't see it.
His player tore her jersey on her own, and she admitted it.
White males, we are something else.
Gino's behavior was embarrassing and disrespectful last night.
I don't have any regrets about what I said. Why would I?
A powerful black woman outperforms us, as they do in every workplace, every day. And our response is to have an emotional meltdown in front of the whole country.
All righty. I tell you, I actually was looking at that game and I saw, and I try to, if you're ever in the house with my husband and the game's going on, and it's really a good, intense game, you kind of just have to let him, because him and all his people is in the game together. So I just kind of let him have his moment. And that's just, his people is him, me, myself, and I.
All three of us.
All three of them. And I tell you, it's loud. It's something else. But this particular thing, I'm like, wow, what is this guy tripping on? You know, he made it so much about himself that, and I think it was all orchestrated that way so that it could not be highlighted how well she coached that game and the team won. But when I saw this commentary, and it was just all over social media, I agreed. And I don't care who disagrees with me. I really feel like this was some whitewash. They were trying to overshadow. He was trying to overshadow that butt whipping that he got to make it be about her some negative. And then I was disappointed to see the very next game she came. It was like she was so much off of her game that she couldn't even coach. So again, I think that it was disappointing. And I'm just over letting people get inside of our heads. And then she came back and felt the need to say, we apologize, it's over, let it go. She don't need to do anything. He apologized. She don't need to do anything. Stay in it. Hold him accountable. That's all I feel.
She is responsible for herself, though.
Yes, but she
and the way you react to people's actions reflects on you as well. And so we have to be conscious about how we react to people, even though they're saying something rudely or nasty toward us. We're still responsible for our behavior at the end of the day.
I agree, but I don't think that she did. In my opinion, this man,
she lost her cool, just like
this man came up. A man came up to her in her face. Look at Adonis, ready to jump in here. Come on in here. This man came up to her. Either one of y'all came up to her in her face. She's shaking hands. He's acting a fool with her. And so, in my opinion, I felt like he was threatening to her. I mean, what was she to do? Jump in here.
Let's go ahead and say this first. Protect Black women.
Yes. Yes.
So I find it a bit hard to talk about this because I have not gotten the opportunity to educate myself on this matter and really see everything that was going down.
I got you.
But that video, right? I got you. So, but that video there and the breakdown of that, it shows an experience that a lot of Black people, a lot of Black women have.
Yes.
Where they have to defend themselves against white men. You know, actually, I was on the way here. I was listening to the Brilliant Idiots podcast, and
it's a great name.
Yes, Charlamagne the God and Andrew Schultz.
Brilliant Idiots.
And they were recapping what Janet Jackson experienced
Mm-hmm.
from Justin Timberlake.
Yes, yes.
And I was alive back then. I ain't that young, but I remember Janet Jackson being crucified. Yeah, when it wasn't her fault that happened.
Right.
Right. Justin Timberlake went about his day, and Janet Jackson
his career
so much.
It went up. Yes.
And it just speaks to what Black women.
Because the thing is, and I appreciate you saying protect Black women, because we're so trained on, well, okay, calm down. Oh, you don't need to react. Let's go back to what happened. This male, whether white, black, purple, or green, attacked a woman.
Yeah.
This speaks, and this woman she didn't deserve that.
No.
And what she was trying to do was protect herself and stand up for herself and the team. And yes, she did lose her cool a little bit, but you know what? I would have too.
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest with you. Adonis, come on.
That
in here.
just a reminder, that, we're going to be attacked at every level. Well, we are responsible for how we react.
And she
in the midst
took responsibility.
I'm just saying, that's all I'm saying. Okay. I'm not saying that she was wrong, he was right. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying at the end of the day, we are responsible for our own being.
Yeah, I would have gave it that same smoke, if not more.
So this is a situation. I enjoy history to a certain extent, not American history, things like that. But when it comes to sports, Black history, I enjoy knowing these things. If we separate the racial undertone that comes from this interaction between Gino and Dawn, Gino has a history of doing this.
Yes.
Women's basketball is much more visible now, but there was a time when the Dawn Staley of now was a lady named Pat Summitt, who coached the University of Tennessee. And Gino and Pat had epic battles. Gino would recruit heavily and get, all-star players like he currently does. So he would have consistent, years of undefeated seasons, so on and so forth. Pat was a phenomenal coach, male or female, just a phenomenal coach. And she had players like Candace Parker come and play for her at Tennessee, and they won successfully. But there were interactions that were very similar to what took place between Gino and Dawn, between Gino and Pat. And so often the Good Boys Club gets to say and act how they want, whether it is with a Black woman, a white woman, Latino, whoever, simply because it is a man and a woman. That's where I took issue with the exchange. As a former athlete, there's a bit of me that takes a little bit of issue with men coaching women in general, but that's a different conversation for a different day. We don't have to get into that right now. But the way that Gino came to speak to Dawn at the end of the game, regardless of what the score was, how you got dusted, blown out, whatever, that is just inappropriate.
Right.
Just from a male woman
on so many levels
interaction. And now you take it to the next level, that you are a collegiate coach. You are representing how you should communicate and engage with another professional. And then what they didn't talk about is at the end of the game, the good sportsmanship situation where you shake hands, the team, he just dipped.
He dipped.
The rest of his team did the whole good game situation, but he was in the locker room. So this is something that he has done.
Bad teaching there, huh?
Right, but he's done this before. And the masses will forget this behavior because next year he's going to win a lot of games, probably be right back in the Sweet 16, Elite Eight, Final Four. And they're going to rest on the fact that this guy is a winner.
Yes.
He's a champion. He's done all these things. He's had so many undefeated seasons, all this good stuff, but we're going to forget how he interacted. But Dawn's not going to forget that. Pat, rest her soul, she's not going to forget those things. And the other women coaches that he's interacted with and acted like this, they're not going to forget.
And I think that's the crust of it all. Why, and thank you for bringing that out. And why is it okay for a woman to not be protected a Black woman to not be protected. White, purple, or green, yeah, we can say that, but I'm going to speak. I'm an African-American woman.
Because I promise you, if that was a Black man that was coaching South Carolina, he wouldn't have done that.
And that's my whole thing. I don't want to feel unprotected. And so I can only imagine how Dawn felt in that moment as a woman. She
told my beat your
Yeah. Now Dawn from Philly now. Don't get twisted. Dawn about that life. She from Philly. Okay. She ready to square up with Gino.
Even though she said
and I put my money on Dawn.
But I'm gonna give you guys this here from a woman's perspective. I think even though she said that, I think in the moment, the shock. And there was also an element of fear. This guy is coming for me. I got to push back. But at the same time, she definitely, as a woman, she had a whole bunch of emotions going on inside of that. I think that the organization.
And I don't think just as a woman, just as a human,
I'm going to say as a woman, I'm going to stick as a woman. I don't want to
take away.
I don't want to take away. I don't want to minimize it. As a woman, she felt fear. She felt anger. She felt disrespected. She felt dishonored. And she felt like, hey, I got all of these young ladies looking at me. How do they handle themselves in a situation like this? So there was a lot of emotions, and I think he was the biggest coward.
And also, if we remember, I separated the racial part, but now let's put the racial part back on.
Put it back
because
on.
there's so many times that as African Americans, individuals of color, Black folks, however you identify, you feel the weight that is carried by how you have to respond when the cameras are rolling and something like this takes place, because you are a clear representation of everyone else. If Dawn would have hauled off and hit Gino with a clean one,
nobody would have thought about what he did to her.
The backlash would have been something to the effect of, now we got to watch how many Black women coaches we have.
Exactly.
This is how they act.
This is how they
can't
act.
do this.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
We got to make sure that we, protect the league and all these other, because you can't have this type of behavior.
But nobody's saying anything about his behavior.
Right.
Even now.
And like I said, he has a history of this.
Yes.
If you pull out the Rolodex, Gino has done this time and time again, but nobody is going to hold him accountable.
Right.
And what also speaks volumes is at the presser, he had no regrets, but then the next day we want to issue an apology.
Yes. No, keep your apology. That's where I was. Okay.
The one thing I'm going to put this on the end of it.
Okay.
One thing about in sports is never the initial person that starts something that gets penalized.
Right.
It's always the retaliator.
Because that's what the refs say.
So that's why I say you always be careful on how you react to things, even if the situation is detrimental or whatever the situation may be. You have to, guard yourself, guard your heart, guard your mind at all times. Take a deep breath sometime. That's what I do. Because I wouldn't be working today if I didn't have that control, that ability to control the attitude when it show up. Wait a minute, I see this. I see you popping up, Lawrence. Let me bring you back down here. I know what you can do right here.
All right. Well, you know what? We done rolled all the way over into the top of the hour. We're going to take a quick break. Aaron is about to go crazy over here. I'm going to have to get these guys reset so we can come back for this deep conversation on your projection isn't my destination.
Definitely.
Get your coffee or whatever you need and get going. Come on, Aaron. What are you saying?
We're just going in.
You wanted to end, but baby, I don't. wanna give me your time, you just might get it. And I ain't playing, no I ain't. Don't wanna hit it one time, trying to make you mine. When I pick you up, girl, I'm good. Just shower me with your energy, girl. Get closer to my love. We ain't feeling this love, you got no sense of touch. Dress for what you want, so here it goes. And you gon' get what you want. Ladies, I'm the one. Acting like we still good, baby. No, we're just pretending. Just pretending. Said that you wanted to end, but baby, I don't. Don't, baby. Be careful what you wish for, 'cause you just might get it. You just might get it. You just might get it. Careful what you wish for, 'cause you just might get it. You just might get it. Just might get it. Just might get it. Always give me a piece of your mind, a big old piece of your mind, and I'm not with it. Hell no, baby, no, I ain't. We got us one of a kind. Strike me down if I'm lying. When you're down, girl, I'll pick you up. 1 minute, let this go, it's just too tough, yeah. Oh, yeah. Every piece of me, girl, I'm giving for your love, the thing that I'm living for. Girl, I'll break down all your walls. Then that's a loss. Acting like we're still good. We know we're just pretending. We know we're just pretending. Said that you wanted to end, but baby, I don't. Be careful what you wish for, 'cause you just might get it. You just might get it. You just might get it. Be careful what you wish for, 'cause you just might get it. You just might get it. Be careful what you wish for, yeah. You just might get it. Just might get everything that you asked for. Everything that you asked for, girl. I don't know who this message is for. Might be for me. I'm thanking God for it. It's on my heart. So we're gonna sing it for you. Where you gonna go? Where you gonna go? Where you gonna go? To get where you're going. Sometimes you need to know when to go. So where you gonna go? Where you gonna go? Where you gonna go? To get where you're going. 'Cause I see you gotta go. Sometimes you gotta go with love to find you, yeah. I'm not saying leave what you love behind you, no. But listen to life and move when it's time to, yeah. 'Cause you don't know nothing to who you were yesterday, but everything to who you are today. So where you gonna go? Where you gonna go? We need to know where we are going. Sometimes you gotta go. Sing it one more time. We're gonna go. 'Cause I see you going somewhere. Someplace. You gotta go. Oh. Never know tomorrow there might be a mountain. Set an unexpected mountain you gotta climb. Then all of a sudden, you see a river. You gotta swim through. And I'm here for you forever. I'm here to help. But some things you gotta do. So where you gonna go? If we don't know, yes, sir, somewhere we shouldn't go. So, where you gonna go? Where you gonna go? Where you gonna go? To get where you're going, get where you're going. I'm trying to be a better me. I don't know about you, but I need to see where you gonna go, where you gonna go, what the future has for me. Oh yeah, get where you're going. Oh yeah.
Welcome to the Love and Victory Show with Val, where we will bring you candid conversation. In each conversation, we will talk about real life ups and downs while tackling unresolved matters. We will also unmask issues and truly speak straightforward and candid about our needs and brokenness, while allowing ourselves to exhale so that we can become victorious. This is a place where you can be open to the possibilities of living life in abundance while gaining tools to become bold and complete. So let's get to it. We have amazing guests each week, and today is no exception. Join us as we change lives one conversation at a time. You know what to do. Now let's get to it. Alrighty, we got them back set, ready to go. I'm excited about
that
this.
camera fixed, man.
Oh,
Right,
you was looking good earlier. I didn't
Right.
know it was messed up.
yeah, she got it coloring right now.
She got you looking all right. All righty then. Well, we're going to have this conversation. I guess you guys are ready. I know you guys are ready. The crew here on deck is ready
All
to
right.
go. And we're going to turn this thing over to Aaron. Aaron, if you can, go with the acronym and let's go with the conversation.
Well, we can't just go with the acronym.
Okay.
I saw a few in the comments.
Okay,
I
give
saw,
them the comments.
you know,
then.
I be paying attention to y'all, Carter crew.
Okay.
And and we were just having this is such an amazing conversation, but just pulling y'all in real quick. Howard Hill was saying they were trying to overshadow hard.
Mhm.
Haley Adson said these people are a real disappointment in the society. Lexi Mason on the house was agreeing with Brother Carter. Lorraine was saying no one is responsible for our behaviors other than us. And Joseph Lane, he's like, I love you guys. And Lorraine said how we react shows how we are.
100%.
And these are really good. And so today's conversation, all that ties in beautifully with your projection isn't my destination. And I know we were having some fun transitions at the beginning of the hour, but I want to quickly introduce our guests. So up first, we have Mr. Quincy Holmes here in the studio. This is his first time here in the studio, and he's killing it. You're doing awesome.
Yes,
He is he is a photographer and business owner, and he's a man with many talents and many stories. And he took a big leap of faith, not just coming down here to Houston, but starting his own business. And you're killing it out there. And we love how you're such a huge advocate for therapy and mentorship and just all that you do to continue and encourage others. So welcome here into the studio.
That's the intro right there. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. You got to clip that. I send it to my mama.
And then how could we ever forget Mr. Adonis Mitchell here in the studio?
Lord.
He's definitely not a stranger here to us, and we love having him in studio every time. But he is also like a coach, a speaker, a consultant, a CEO. This is a man with a plan, and he's like, he goes back to like the early days. I think like back to like 2021, 22. Like he's been here
12.
a second.
Yeah, that's funny.
And we've just seen him grow in so many ways, and we've seen him like continue just to pour into others with his wisdom, and we love the work that he does.
Amen.
So welcome again here, Adonis.
Glad
Thank
to
you
be
so
here.
much.
I can't just roll past. Adonis is kind of like that little cousin.
Oh
that
man.
I get a different title every time. I'm
Get on
little
your
brother, the Roger from next door, the
Get
cousin.
on your last nerve, but you absolutely love. And so, Adonis, again, thank you for coming on the show.
Always a pleasure. Always a
All right.
pleasure.
Keep going, Aaron.
Absolutely. And so we are so excited to get into today's conversation.
Mhm.
This week's acronym is PROJECT. P is for paranoid, an unreasonable, excessive distrust or suspicion of others, often including the belief that one is being targeted, plotted against, or persecuted. R is for resolute, someone who is admirably purposeful, determined, and unwavering in their beliefs or actions.
Mhm.
O is for overbearing, a person or a manner that is domineering, dictatorial, and haughtily arrogant, often forcing their will on others.
That's what you say Adonis is, man.
J is for jealous, feelings of resentment, insecurity, or bitterness caused by fear or losing of a relationship to a rival or envy of the other's success, possessions, or advantages. E is for expressive, describes someone or something that clearly, effectively, or openly conveys emotions, feelings, or meanings. C is for candid, being open, honest, and sincere in speech or expression, often involving frank forward communication. And lastly is T for toxic, substances that are poisonous or harmful or capable of causing serious injury, often derived from chemical or biological toxins or people. Though, let's be honest, it's a little bit of people.
That's good.
That's good.
Uh-oh.
My camera is off. Oh, you know what?
No,
We'll fix it. Okay, we're going to keep it going. I don't know what's going on. As you know, that's because I was distracted over here by Quincy. You know, Quincy got me over here doing something. That's okay. We're going to keep this conversation going, and I'm going to ask, what's your name over there?
The cousin.
The cousin. The annoying cousin.
Roger.
Yeah. Go home, Roger.
When you think of projection, and I'm going to ask you this: have you ever projected on others?
Oh, for sure.
Okay, let's talk about you projecting on others
in personal relationships.
It does not matter.
In business.
Let's talk about the word. What was the lowest thing that you've done to project on someone? You know it was low, but you did it. Or the worst. You ain't got to think that long.
No, I do. I do.
You don't project.
Not in a negative connotation like that.
I can think.
I think so. I've been very transparent on the show with regard to my relationship with my father, or the lack thereof, for various seasons in my life, and because of that relationship, it changed and distorted the relationship that I have with my younger brothers, because I had to shift from being a big brother to more of a dad in a sense. So I think there were stages in our relationship where I was overbearing and I was judgmental because of the fact that I was sitting in a position that one, wasn't mine to sit in because I was not their father. So I was out of position, out of place. Two, I was viewing them as a child and not my younger brothers. That makes sense.
Yes.
So while my intent was good and the intentions were the best that I believe they could have been at the time, my approach and or the delivery of the messaging that I was giving to them was not good at all. And it has unfortunately impacted our relationship to this day. So we don't have the brotherly relationship that I would love to have with my two younger brothers.
You felt more responsible for them.
For sure.
But can I come back and say, now that you recognize that you're older, that you had an impact on that? Is there a point, or has there been a point where you say, let me go and attempt to get this right.
Oh, for sure.
Okay.
For sure. And reconciliation has been something that I've worked towards with all of my siblings.
Okay.
I'm the oldest of 5, and we've had fractured relationships because of the generation before us. It didn't have anything to do with us. It was literally the generation before. So each of us have a different relationship. And I believe because of the disconnect and all those other variables, there have been miscommunications, assumptions, projections in a sense, and it has strained our relationships. Yes, I have tried to have the coming to Jesus moment, the reconciliation, the ownership of the actions that I have taken. But even after you initiate that, there's still follow-up and consistent work that has to be done, and that has to be on both sides.
On both sides.
So it can't be a situation to where I'm the person that's continuously reaching out, continuously looking to, create or establish a new relationship or a new normal. Has to be on both sides.
I like that you said that, because I think that if you don't recognize that it has to be on both sides, what you end up doing is falling into the trap of being the scapegoat, as well as being the person that is solely responsible for getting that relationship back, and all it ends up doing is being a mess. So I'm glad to hear that. I'm going to turn this over to Quincy.
That's a lot of work too.
Too much work. It's draining. Quincy, I'm going to ask you the same question.
Most people would just say, "Man, the hell with
brother
it."
Called and say what he had to say.
He brought up some.
I'm asking you after that.
He brought up some real
don't
stuff
cut my
there.
man off.
Right.
And I hate to just see it get brushed over, the stuff he brought about, because there's some real stuff that happened, not only in his family, but it happens in a
lot of families.
Yeah,
a lot of families.
Our family.
If you're part of a family that is blended in some capacity, because my sisters and I share the same father, but we have different mothers, and we did not grow up in the same household. So there are so many different layers to our relationship that we had no control over.
Right.
And now, as adults, we're parents as well. We are looking to navigate this journey, and we didn't necessarily have the blueprint or the directions on how or what this should look like. And we talk about that consistently when we do get together. But there are so many other people, to Brother Carter's point, that deal with that, and they just don't.
And I'm talking about people that grew up in the same house.
That too.
Yes.
And they never take the necessary steps to try and resolve it. They just show up at birthday parties and put on the face. They just show up at the funeral.
Right.
And there's never any type of reconciliation or resolve for what caused the upset. And then we make some type of plan to move forward together.
Well, I think. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry, brother.
My bad.
I think he liked this topic. This is.
Is he in it now? We're gonna get to.
So,
Quincy.
what do you think? Is it more that nobody want to take responsibility for the parting of the relationship?
So I think most of it starts at the fact that somebody or individuals were hurt.
Yes.
In some capacity, like your feelings, you had expectations that weren't met. You were just hurt. There is an upset that took place. And the first thing is to legitimately address the fact that there was an upset. I feel this way. You made me feel this way because of what you did. Whatever. Then there comes some type of accountability and ownership from the person that incited that thing. And that's difficult for most folks. That's one of That's one of the issues between my father and I while he was living.
And that's what keeps the division.
Correct.
That's what keeps it from healing.
If I come to you and say, hey, you stepped on my toe, and you cannot accept the fact or own up to the fact that you actually did step on my toe, we can't go forward. So then once you have accepted the fact, I did step on your toe.
Okay,
you know what?
You got a good point there, but I want us to come back to that point.
Okay.
And because I think that's going to take the conversation a whole different direction than what I.
This is your show. I'm just.
No.
This
seat. Is the Lord's show, and I love how
the Lord's show.
I love
what
the
a
way,
statement.
I love the way it goes, because we can have a plan.
Easter was
to go
not too long ago.
We can have a plan to go here, and God says shift, and He just said He just showed me a shift that was getting ready to happen.
That's good.
But before we shift, God, I'm not taking over. I got to go to Quincy because I do want him to answer the question if you can remember it. Okay.
At this point, we don't.
Well,
let's hit that question.
Let me just, instead of asking you that question, I'm going to say about you taking ownership. Has there ever been anything that you projected on someone that you know when you projected it was an avoidance of you dealing with your crap. So you projected it off on someone else. Have you ever been in that situation?
So while I was rebuilding,
okay,
I changed the way that I interacted with people, and it wasn't. I didn't have control over it in the beginning. So people were.
Wait! I'm gonna stop you because Brother Carter said earlier, we all have control over how we react to something.
No.
You didn't. Okay, check me then.
We need to.
Wasn't control.
Yeah, let me tell you something about that.
Okay.
My.
I love it. That's how we go.
You be in church every day.
No.
You want to talk about number church.
There are some people that don't know how to tap into that control
so
thing.
it's not something necessary.
No, it's not nothing that
we
you
have
just have natural.
Okay.
Right. You have to learn it.
Okay, then
You have to learn
still
it.
working on mine. Go ahead.
And that's what happened. I didn't know I didn't have as much control over the way that I spoke to people or the way that I interacted with people when I was in distress.
Okay.
So when the bank account was a little
distressing.
Different.
Yeah, it was distressed.
Exceptional.
It was hard pressed on every side.
Press down and check it over but a different way.
Yeah.
Pressed down, but it wasn't shaking over.
No,
Praise
so
God.
when people would reach out to me or people would say, "Hey, like Quincy, let's hang out." Sometimes I didn't even text back because I was so consumed over what I was experiencing.
Yeah.
I did not understand that I was just pushing that. Oh, Jesus. I was just pushing all that negative energy out onto the other people as well. So when I would interact with my friends, my family, people that I tried to date, like that people experienced a version of me that I can say that I'm not particularly proud of.
Yeah.
Right, a version of me that I would not want to experience myself.
That's good. That is
you
good.
said it. Keep going. I love that.
It is so unfortunate that these people had to experience that version of Quincy.
And if
can I call you Terrence Howard there? Because you giving some Terrence Howard vibes right here. So,
it's different than anything else. Did you want to about this?
No. I was going
just call it what it is.
I did not know it was this type of time.
Terrence Howard.
Yeah.
It's funny you say.
But continue.
Yeah.
It's funny you say that because literally for me, and again, I could only speak of myself.
Yeah.
Everybody jump in. For me, if I think about projecting, that's a fearful time for me. Whenever something is projecting out, it's about an internal thing that's going on. Something has triggered that fear.
It's an unhealed wound.
Something has triggered that fear or that it's something familiar in interaction with someone that made you act that way. So even if you act that way and you're not conscious of it, that trigger that happened is still affecting that other person.
Absolutely.
So for me, I had to step back because I've started to notice that when I get that way or when something happens, okay, is it me or are they projecting on? Is it them or is it me?
Right.
And so one of the things that I've learned that when people try to put a mask on, God showed me who they are or what's going on, and I react to it.
Right.
Most of the time, it's not me. It's something I've been through, and I can now see that.
It's not me. It's something I've been through.
Yes.
Write that down.
You understand what I'm saying? Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
not me. It's something I've been through.
Yes, and so if we start looking at it from that way, then we're not so much afraid of dealing with it and working through the process.
Yeah.
Now, how that looks to the other person and how it feels to the other person may not be so pretty.
Yeah.
Because they still have their opinion of you and how you made them feel. But in order for you to get to the other side, you still got to deal with you. So,
Most of the time, it's just my opinion. That when people project off negatively, it's about something they have not dealt with personally.
It's an unhealed wound,
And you don't even quite understand it because you've never dealt with the internal Not you personally.
Yeah. Oh, me personally.
Well, you personally.
Yeah.
You have not dealt with that one thing, that internal thing that allows you to project out on other people.
Right.
And so you don't even realize that you're projecting. I don't believe most people that do project out
realize it.
Negatively, they don't even understand. They don't even realize they're doing it.
They're just functioning in life in their chaos.
And so we have a therapist on the show today. Brother AD there. You can help us out with
the AD.
I am a coach.
He's a coach. He is not a
certified to coach.
Yeah, you're certified. I mean, but you have those.
On the therapists that come on this show.
Okay, all right.
And the investment that they have made. And their scholastic studies. I am not a therapist.
He is not that one.
I don't have them letters behind my name like y'all do.
Okay, yeah. We
shout out to you, Steph.
You just don't have the license. You like
unofficial, just like you. So before we go to him therapizing,
okay, Carter.
Okay,
Carter.
We're gonna go to Aaron because Aaron is over here, Miss Carter. You ain't doing nothing what you said we was gonna do. Come on, Aaron. Come on in here.
Just a little bit, little bit. Thank you for acknowledging that. I appreciate it.
Call me out
I don't call out what. No. I'm not going there anyway. But we do have some questions from the Carter crew because this is a very powerful conversation y'all are touching on. Lucas wants to know, Val, how do we stop ourselves from performing for the people who projected a certain version of us just because we're afraid of disappointing them?
At some point, you have to move forward with worrying about how other people see you and move towards your healing. And even if that's going to shift relationships, your peace and your healing is more important. And I hate to say this, than just having a surface level relationship.
Yeah. I would love to speak on that as well.
Go ahead.
When, it comes with age, right? A big part of it comes with age. It comes with experience. It comes with experiencing pain, right? It comes with experiencing pain, the pain of you were interacting with somebody that did not see you for who you wanted to be seen as. And you were like, you know what? Absolutely not. No more. Right. And then what happens is you get into the habit of standing on your boundaries. You get into the habit of taking care of yourself and not allowing other people to speak on you a certain way or interact with you a certain way or say, hey, this is who you are and put you in that box. When you get into a habit of that and the people around you, they come to expect it, then they adjust to you.
There you go.
You force them to adjust and you're like, hey, listen, this is who I am. So either you like it or not, get out the way because I'm moving forward.
I'm moving forward. And you have to be okay with there may be people that are going to shift.
Yes, ma'am.
And there are going to be people that are going to stay. And you have to be okay with that because your survival in this moment is more important than you just maintaining.
The thing that stood out was the disappointing piece. Typically, disappointment comes from expectations that are not met and or expectations that are not communicated. So if you have a relationship with someone, there should be conversations about what the expectations are of that relationship, but we don't do that. So often because most of our relationships stem from environmental circumstances, whether it be in high school, you become friends because you see this person every day. You're in the same class. In college, you become friends because you're on the same team. You're working on the same project. As an adult, you work in the same professional space, so you become friends. But very rarely do we say, hey, what are you like expecting from this relationship? Like, are you expecting that I'm going to be the person that you call at 3:00 in the morning because you need a ride home, or are you expecting me to be the person that's going to invite you to church? Like, what are we doing in this exchange?
Yes.
See, those are conversations that we don't have with individuals until we are well within adult age, I would say. And even sometimes we don't have those conversations then.
Because that conversation is going to require something that you're not comfortable with.
Well, not even that. It's going to
No, you're not comfortable with it.
It's going to force you to set a standard.
There you go.
For the person that you are engaging
because
with.
you enjoy this person.
For sure.
Right.
If I enjoy you to be my happy hour friend,
there you go.
That's all I expect. On Thursday,
that part.
Last day of the week, hey,
Right.
this is what I expect. I don't expect you to be the person that shows up to the birthday party for my kids or for a vow.
Because you know Brother Carter don't like the kids.
And that's okay.
Yeah, okay.
That's okay. That's okay. It doesn't change our relationship.
Right.
But that has to be communicated. Those expectations has to be set. So often in relationship, especially in our families have uncommunicated expectations to children, parents, whatever. And we find so much weight in that disappointment simply because we didn't initiate a conversation and say, hey, Uncle John, I would love and almost expect for you to show up to my son's birthday party since you are his uncle.
Right.
Yeah, but most of the time people don't, like you say, don't want to have the conversation, just enjoying the moments that they have.
Let's just be in the vibe.
Let's just really don't have real conversations about anything.
Right.
So, so you just said I would expect you to come to his birthday party since you are his uncle. Even if my brother would do everything in his power to come interact with my children if I had children, right? However, I don't think I would place that on. Like I wouldn't say that to him.
Well, so that wouldn't
be
general.
your expectation. That was his expectation.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying.
I would say, hey, listen, if you would like to have a relationship with my children, this is how you do it.
That's what I would say. 100%. But I'm with you. I'm with you, Q. What tends to happen is we don't have any semblance of a conversation. And then the person doesn't show up and you feel some type of way. And then they don't show up again and you feel some type of way.
Yes.
But you've never said what you just said to that person. You've never had that exchange, that interaction. It's just either assumed or the uncle is like, I mean, I don't do the kids like that. You know what I'm saying? That's the vibe.
Right.
That's Uncle Hill. I put in place with them children, man.
I would show up for you, but I really
got no patience for the kids, brother.
because he got 9 grandbabies.
He didn't raise his kids.
He does.
He
said my time is up.
But to your point, Quincy, what I have expressed to all of my family members and my wife's side of the family as well, I've made this very clear. I want you to have a relationship with my children.
Yes.
I want you to, because I have benefited from having positive relationships with peoples in my family on both my mother's side and my father's side. Now, what I've also said is you can come to the house, you can come play, all this other stuff, because my first child was born during COVID. So there were limitations that we had to have and all that good stuff. Come to the house. I'm not going to stop you from coming.
Yeah.
I'm not going to stop. My wife is not going to say, no, you can't come over. Now, if somebody's sick or whatever, that's different. But if you want to come over on a Wednesday and play with the kid, come on. I'll cook for you. I'll make the
nice.
Listen, I try and be as hospitable as let's not get into that. Let's not get into that. Let's not get into that.
I wouldn't get no invite.
So how do you feel though when you did all of that and they don't show up?
There was disappointment because I communicated not only what my hope was, but because I had such a good relationship with those individuals growing up, I knew how good of an uncle, an aunt, a grandmother, grandfather that those individuals had been to me.
Yes.
And I, hoped they would do the same to my child.
Yeah.
But it only made the relationship more strained when I saw my wife's side of the family engage, show up without being asked. Once they got that first hall pass,
it was on and popping.
They were there.
Well, I think, Aaron, I'm going to come to those comments.
That's a whole nother subject you talking about too.
It is, but it's really, I told you, God is something awesome when he do this thing, because it does hurt and it hits differently when it's your own family.
You don't have an episode that's just going to be blank title.
We're not going to talk. We're just talking about whatever. Because we're going to say God. We're going to say God. So God show.
Well, we're still projecting.
Yeah. But I like that you said that, because when it's your family, it hits differently, because you want your children and your wife to experience the great things that you experience or what you felt to be the great things. And then now they're seeing, well, this ain't really what you projected out there. And I really don't want this dysfunction over my family. So I think that that's a whole nother conversation that we need to kind of dive in. when you project them dysfunctional folks, that's your family, into your present family.
I don't think, if you don't mind, I don't think it has nothing to do with
they are dysfunctional. They dysfunctional
because dysfunction is on both sides.
But I think when we hear,
wait.
But when we hear dysfunction, what I want to say this on this part. When we hear dysfunction, we automatically take it to a negative connotation. But how someone else that's a part of this see and feel, it is dysfunction. Like I'll just put my family out there. I love my daddy's side of the family. But they are dysfunctional.
Yes.
You know, and so when I say that, but that don't mean that I ain't 10 toes down with them.
Right.
You know, but I deal with them on the level of where they're at and of what I want to deal with. They do some things that's a little unorthodox, you know, but that's who they are. And that's how they love. That's how they show love. And I think it's uncomfortable for us to say that, because how is that going to look to the family dynamic and the family name?
I think
and then I'm gonna
dynamic is different, baby.
Okay.
If you just
ahead,
allow just a second.
Okay.
There's a difference right now. I've been here 6 decades.
I'm right behind.
And some change, okay?
Okay.
And I've seen the dynamic take place over and over and over. My grandparents, on my grandmother's side, everybody went to my grandmother's side of the family, and grandfather was different. I have to take that back.
Yeah.
Because everybody gravitated to my grandfather's side of the family. But when the next generation came up, we all just dealt with my mother's side of the family, and nobody went to my daddy's side of the family.
It was even more.
And now with us, it's the same way. We more closer to your side of the family than we were to my side of the family.
And I think another layer that we don't even talk about is when you add the divorce variable into the equation.
Yeah.
Because there's a generation ahead of me where my grandparents, my paternal grandmother and grandfather got a divorce. And for years, everyone went with my
divorce existed back then.
It did. So for a very long time, the majority of the family shifted over to my grandmother. And there were long years, where my grandfather was not a part of the traditions, the situation, for years. If you take that variable, like now, there could be a whole generation of children that have been birthed, are starting to grow up, and they have no connection, idea of who this person is, or the impact that person may have had
because of
within
that
the family,
separation.
because of that separation. And even if you don't have a divorce, if there is a situation to where somebody passes away, there's so many different layers to it.
But isn't it common though that most families generally closer to the mother side of the family?
I think it's different because I have some friends that are more close with their father's side of the family.
My father was like, my father's family, like we had the Thanksgiving dinner. That my mother's side of the family, like I knew them and I knew of them, but I really was around my grandfather and my grandmother.
And I think that's because of what's familiar, what's there, what's present. It goes back to what you were saying. It goes back to who's pouring in. They got the okay to show up, your wife's side. And they didn't need
everybody did.
Everybody got it, but nobody else needed another invitation. They're going to show up. And so where the strain comes in for the wife or the husband or whoever is when everybody got the call, but only these people showed up. So if these people is my family,
are the ones that's going to
show up, then the ones that's not showing up feeling some kind of way because you're pouring over here.
Yeah, because you're not getting no more invites.
And if we get back to the projection piece, I grew up. My parents were on again, off again. So I spent the majority of my time with my mother, who for years, worked as a single mother, a single parent. So it was regular situations to where I would be either dropped off or picked up by my grandmother, aunt, or a family friend. So when we got married and we made it clear that we were going to have kids, again, I had that conversation and I said, hey, mother-in-law, who was one of my best friends at this point in time, at any point in time, if you want to come pick up the kid or the kids, feel free.
Take them.
You like there's not a situation to where I'm like, no, they spend too much time. You're retired. Your husband is retired. If you want to come and get them, here is a key. Come get them.
You don't even go pack their bag.
Right, for sure. I will make. Do you need some more food? We'll make sure. Like I can drop some. But that was and this is the projection piece. That is the environment that I grew up in, where it was normal to be at grandmama's house. It was normal to be with aunt and uncle for a day, a week at a time.
And the flip side of that is when you didn't get it back from the people that you experienced it
Well,
for. And I'm gonna leave this here right here, because we can go all day with this here, and we're gonna bring everybody else into the conversation because they are going crazy out here in the comments. Because me and Adonis is over here therapizing. And
leave my word alone.
We're gonna get a dictionary of all of Brother Carter's sayings and put it on Amazon.
We need some t-shirts. We need some t-shirts.
The millions.
Absolutely. Drop the link for the t-shirts. Shopify.
Come on, Aaron, give it to us.
Definitely, because we've got like 6 other questions we still got to catch up.
I know, and it's already the show gonna be over in a minute.
I know, but a good conversation.
Keep telling you to extend this conversation.
I got to.
All right, so our next question is from Michael Jordan. Is it possible that is it possible
23?
Is it possible that we've been at our destination for a while, but we're still looking back at other people's projections for validation?
Oh, anybody can take
It
that.
could
Quincy, what you got to say on that?
Looking back at other people's projections, I have moved away from other people's projections for a while now.
You don't give a damn.
I'm not gonna say I ain't built like that yet. Give me a couple years, but I've moved away from other people's projections because I got my own. I got to fight back.
Okay, hey, that's good.
Wait till you get to 30. Once you get to 30, you're gonna live.
I turned 30 at December 5th.
Again, once you get there,
I got gray hairs now. You know, what I'm saying? I'm seasoned. You know,
Okay.
I think the validation piece is what stood out. It's depending on what your love language is, how you receive love, how you give love. If affirmations is very high for you, then validation is going to be something that you are looking to get from other people, especially if as a child you were not validated by individuals in the household. You're consistently looking for that. Hey, good job, you did. Hey, you did it. Wonderful, high five. So that could be a possibility, but with you already being at the destination, to me, are you saying that because you clearly map that out for yourself and you say, hey, I want it to be at step 1, 2, 3 by a certain time, and you're at 3, but now you're looking back to say, hey, I got it, but you're there.
You're there.
So if you've already made it to whatever destination or journey that you anticipated being at, why do we now need to look back and get applause or cheering from other people if you've done what you said that you set out to do?
That resonated with me.
And at what point?
Yeah.
At what point do you not need validation from someone else? At what point do you say, I'm enough just myself? At what point do you get to that?
It's the point where you could look in the mirror. You could look at yourself in the mirror and say, "Oh, you cold right now. You doing your thing." Yeah. When you wake up every day and when you say, "Hey, I want to get up at 6 a.m." and you're able to get up at 6 a.m. You say you want to go to the gym at 6:30 and you go to the gym at 6:30. It's when you set these expectations for yourself and then you achieve those expectations for yourself. The validation from other people, that's just noise. It don't matter.
Yeah.
It don't matter.
Aaron, can you give a hand clap to both?
Sometimes that's just a bonus,
it becomes a cherry on top.
But I don't need that though.
I want the sundae. I don't need the cherry. The cherry is a plus. Just give me the sundae.
Just give me the sundae. All
right.
There's
a lot of people will not get affirmation, or confidence stored upon them from other people outside of themselves. And so they end up never really loving themselves, should I say.
The right way.
They never end up having the confidence that they need to have in themselves because they've never gotten the validation.
They're still waiting on that
they've been waiting on all their lives.
Oh, yeah. I think one of the reasons, and to piggyback off what Quincy said, if you are a man or woman of your word, you say, I'm gonna wake up at 6 o'clock, I'm gonna go do this. At 6:30, I'm gonna do this. What tends to happen is we go through life 365 days of doing that. And there's no break or point in time where we say, hey, let's reflect on what I accomplished through this month, this quarter, this year. And every year I used to do a vision planning workshop. And the first thing that we would do is to reflect and go back over the previous year. Like, what accomplishments did you do? What did you succeed at? Where were your areas of opportunity? And we'd spend 10, 15 minutes in the group just literally writing down what those things were. What did you do in January? And so many people don't take the time to just reflect on what you did, because that's validation enough.
Right.
When you started your business after your first year, if you were able to consistently get a new client every month, that's a win. Right. If your bank account goes from 0 to a couple thousand and a couple hundred, that's a win. It's not the winning lottery ticket, but that's a win. And that's the validation.
But often that's not even enough validation for a lot of people. And even having the successful bank account, even having the clients come in, it's something still missing for a lot of people out there.
And with most of those folks, they don't have that level of validation because you are still comparing yourself to somebody else. And you are viewing what that person is posting or doing or, bragging about. And you're not sitting and understanding that you are on your own journey, your own race, and you are expected to do what you are expected to do.
Because the average individual, in my opinion, I ain't gonna say the average, but commonly, individuals not looking at situations the way you look at. Like you put together programs for yourself in order to these are the things I'm going to accomplish.
100%.
The average individual out there just waking up every morning, just
going through life. They
ain't worried about what I'm going to do. I'm gonna work out tomorrow or none of that. They ain't worried about none of that. But they have a sense of comfortability within themselves in the midst of not accomplishing all the things that you accomplish in life.
Because I think with most of them, we're going through life aimlessly because we are conditioned to do that. You're conditioned as a child to know that you're going to wake up, you're going to go to school, you're going to come home, do homework, go to sleep, rinse and repeat. College, same thing. When you get into the professional space, same thing. You're going to wake up, you're going to go to work, you're going to finish this project, pay your bills, go home, rinse and repeat. The challenge comes when you are someone who aspires to have or do more, and then so how do I get to it? How do I become an individual who has a successful business? How do I become an individual who goes through whatever matriculation process is necessary at the professional space so that I can advance my career? If I want to be a successful husband, whatever. If you have no aspiration, it's very difficult to get out of that hamster wheel. If you have no desire to do more, be a better version of yourself, then you're going to stick into that same routine. Wake up, go to work, come home, pay your bills, rinse and repeat. So for me as a coach, I decided long ago that I was going to get off of that hamster wheel and say, okay, how do I do it? And setting up systems in place so that I can, again, have a goal, attack the goal, know what I need to do daily to achieve that goal, and then rinse and repeat that. Got a new goal now. How do I attack that goal? Attack that goal. Reflect. Wonderful.
So you're really good for people that really inspire to want to just grow in life.
For sure.
What do you say to an individual that says some people take their existence too seriously? And there's a lot of people.
Can I say I want that?
Go ahead. Finish the thought. Come on, finish the thought. Let me have that.
There's a lot of people out there that say some people just take their life just too seriously instead of just relaxing and enjoying the moment, enjoying where you at in life. Because a lot of people don't know how to. People that take themselves so seriously, they don't take the time, sometime, in my opinion, to sit back and just say, man, I've accomplished this, I've accomplished that. And just rest in that for a moment. But they constantly, the people that take themselves so seriously is what I'm trying to say. You constantly striving to do more and more and more. Where do you find time?
to get
to
it on.
just
So
relax.
There's the balance is always the answer to that question, right? Like you have to be able to go out and go get things. And then when you get some things, take a little break and say, hey, oh my God, I did this. This is incredible. Acknowledge it.
Yeah.
And make sure that you say it out loud, right? Maybe you can write it down. You have to put effort into acknowledging and celebrating those small wins, right? Whether it's, oh, you know what? I did incredible today. I had a amazing sales call. Let me go ahead and give me a little steak tonight. You know, let me buy a little extra fries or something, you know.
Celebrate that moment.
Yeah, you got to celebrate that moment.
When you move past it because you're so busy going and get it, then you don't even realize you achieved a goal that you want there. So taking the time, I like that. I like that.
Yeah, you got to take the time. So my family, they come to my house every now and then, and they make fun of me because I have a lot of mirrors in my house. And the reason
you like yourself.
Oh, me and Quincy, we homies. We cool. We cool, boy. Me and Quincy, that's my boy.
Like my guy right there.
My boy.
We enjoy ourselves.
Me and Quincy had a good time because I walk around my house and sometimes I might get off a sales call. I might say, oh, you know what? I closed it, and then I catch myself in the mirror and I'm like, my boy.
There you go.
I like you. I like you.
You know
and that's what I'm trying to convey over that people need to take time.
Yeah.
To just look in the
that
mirror.
Is so powerful. The way you broke that down, because that resonated with me, but that's exactly what he's saying. You have to stop and look in the mirror at yourself. But you took it a
But
step
so many
further,
people don't want to do that.
but celebrate it.
Yeah.
If you don't like what you see that's looking back at you, work on that. Don't.
You know, I looked in the mirror the other day.
Okay.
I think it was yesterday or the day before yesterday, and I was like,
We're going to get
I
that
said,
in.
God damn, I see why them women be always trying to get over these brothers.
It's your
I looked in the
projection.
mirror, I said, man, I see.
It's your projection. That's what you project.
You stop like,
He said that to me. He looked in the mirror. He was in the room. He looked over at the long mirror. He said, damn, Val. I said, what? I know why them ladies been looking at me. I said, boy, you crazy. It's okay. I'm like, yeah, I know too. That's why I'm looking. Stay away, flies.
That's why you say get away from my husband.
Y'all heard me call him a fly. Come on, Aaron.
Man, y'all got me wanting to talk now real quick. I'm gonna drop this little nugget though.
Okay.
Because I used to be someone like I really struggled to be able to like look in the mirror and be like, oh yeah, like she all that, right? But like I was for all my Christian brothers and sisters out there, there's a verse, I think it's like in 1 Corinthians, but it's talking about like when you like accept Christ, you die with him and like you're raised with him in that new life, right? And we are no longer our own. So how dare we look down on what God has created and new in us? And it's like ever since I thought of that, it's like, whoo. Okay, God, I guess you know what you're doing.
You see yourself.
You see yourself.
Yeah.
And you literally start with like questioning the audacity you have to like think that about you when you are new. But yeah, that's just, I don't know, I felt like I had to share that.
Yeah.
But no, we are getting to the top of the hour.
No, go with them comments and then we're going to come back.
Oh yeah.
what she was
Well,
doing.
we got, well, that's what I was saying. We got like 6-7 questions. So I think what would be really awesome is I'll just go through and whoever wants to speak on it, like speaks on it.
Okay. There
So
you go.
first question is Joseph Lane. How do we handle the identity crisis that happens when we finally step out of the box people put us in and realize we don't know who we are without their labels?
Brother Carter.
First of all, other people can't put you inside of a box. And if you're allowing other people to put you inside of a box, then you have allowed them to do so.
Yeah.
So therefore,
Check yourself.
before you wreck yourself.
All right, then. Okay.
We'll leave it at that.
All right, then. Come on, Aaron, with the next one. Anybody else want that?
Yeah.
Let's run through these questions. We got a lot.
All right. Our next question is from Frank. Can we talk about the guilt of outgrowing the destination that our family or friends picked out for us?
Oh, that's fine. I can talk about that. Listen, that guilt get old real quick. You can't just
topic right there.
You can't hold on to the guilt forever. Eventually, you're gonna be like, you know what? Let me just be happy.
Yeah.
Let me just be happy for what I'm building. Yes, my mama may not like the where I'm at right now, or my cousin may be jealous of my success, right? but I'm still going to keep succeeding. So they could be jealous forever, or they could get on this journey and be successful with me, or just be happy for me. But at the end of the day, like, I have to be good within myself. I got to be able to look in my mirror and say, "Oh, you cold."
Yeah, I think the addition to that is some of us are not comfortable staying in our zip code. Some of us know that the world is bigger than Houston, and we want to experience that. Some people don't. Some people want to stay in their zip code. And that's fine. They don't want to get a passport. They don't
get mad at me.
There we go. Because I have certain aspirations, because I have a desire to do more.
Don't put me in your box.
You cannot get mad at me, be jealous, whatever those, emotions that come up of me when you have not taken the same steps that you have the same access that I do. You have the same 24 hours that I have. You just are choosing to catch up on reality TV shows while I am choosing to build something that will ultimately outlast me. That affords me the ability to go on vacation for a week.
Right.
That affords me the ability to set up a trust for my family. That affords me the ability to create these streams of income that allows me to sit back while my money makes money. Right. You have the same access, but you want to work at wherever you want to work at. No shade to anybody that has a minimum wage job. I'm just saying you have the ability to do more.
What you should be doing is saying, man, congratulations, I'm proud of you doing what you're doing.
And what makes it even worse is I have probably
tried to help
you.
That's like, come with me.
Come with me
because I don't want to go on this journey by myself.
No, I want somebody that I grew up with, that I trust, that I feel like, hey, we can all benefit from.
But let me go back to the guilt thing real quick before we move on from there, because guilt is a real thing, especially with fathers with their children. There's a lot of fathers out there that have not done right by their children, and in the midst of that, there's a lot of guilt that comes with that. I have experienced that myself. And so I know what I'm talking about. That I've seen my father go through the same thing with him. And I'm saying, and I tell my father, you no longer have to feel guilty for what you have did or did not do, because you are forgiven. I love you. And you have to just get that past, I got to do this and do this and do that now because of the guilt that I've been holding so long. No, you don't have to do nothing no more. Everybody grown now.
Start where you at.
Call my dad. I'll call my dad and I get out of here. I gotta call my dad.
Man, I can't be held accountable for what you doing now in your adult life right now.
Right.
Yeah.
And so we got to stop feeling guilty as fathers. And I'm talking specifically to fathers out there. Stop feeling so guilty. I mean, if you didn't do nothing, just acknowledge you ain't do nothing, say I'm sorry and move on and start trying to do something. Yeah.
Start doing something.
There you go.
There you go. Start today.
Yeah.
Saturday, what's the day? The 11th?
The 11th.
Start today, Saturday, 11th.
Yeah.
Okay,
All
come
right.
on, Aaron.
All right. The next question is from
That was
Howard
good, Brother
Hale.
Carter.
He asked, Tribe, has anyone else noticed that as soon as you start moving toward your real destination, the projection from others actually gets louder and more aggressive?
Yes, because they want you to stand still. And actually that louder thing sometimes is your internal fears. And I'm going to ask somebody else to jump in on that.
I think the louder part is your perception.
Yeah.
Right. You perceive that, so in your mind that, okay, I've been working, I've been putting in that work, I've been getting up at 6 a.m., I've been doing the things I'm supposed to be doing. And now it gets a little bit more noticeable when the person that has been criticizing your growth or the movement that you've been making, now you hear them a little bit more, right? And you pay attention to them a little bit more. And sometimes if you are not fully built within, you can take those, and instead of saying, oh, well, that person got to go, you say, oh, well, maybe that person is right. Maybe I'm doing a little bit too much. Maybe I'm working a little too much. No, Q. No. That ain't the case. You don't. It's okay. Don't allow other people jealousy toward you. Prevent you from doing the things that you want to do in your life. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Other people always all have a way of. I'm from Galveston, Texas, right up the road, up 45. And we used to go crabbing all the time. I was a young kid. That's what we did. That's how we went.
In the Galveston?
In Galveston.
Oh, before it got brown?
It's always been brown.
Yeah, Galveston always been brown. But we used to catch some good crab out there. That's how we ate our gumbo.
That's how they ate their gumbo.
And so when we caught the crabs down there, whenever you try to pull one of the crabs out of the bucket, the other crabs will grab him and try to bring him back down in the bucket because they didn't want him to see him get out the bucket. They ain't know his ass was finna get fried up. They didn't care. They just didn't want him to go out of the bucket with us. And so there are a lot of people out there in life don't want to see you get out of the bucket. They don't want to see you succeed where they have not succeeded. And so they want to keep you right there where they're comfortable. Not making you comfortable, making themselves comfortable. I need Q to stay like he was, like I know him to be.
Yeah.
I need him to be that
on
person.
my level.
Yeah. I don't need him to just leave outside of the bucket. So don't let people hinder you from just getting out and being all that you can be in life.
Look at the mirrors in
destiny.
your house. You look at the mirrors.
And you got a good coach right here in Adonis, man. He'll tell you about all of that all the time.
And I think some of it has to do with the fact that the closer you get towards your final destination, there are more distractions that come up because if we go biblically, before before he got to the zenith of what he was supposed to do as far as the crucifixion, there was a period of time that took place that one would say is symbolic of what we're talking about right now, the distraction in a piece, in a sense. He was tempted. He was by himself on his journey, doing what he was supposed to do, and he was tempted. Now, had he succumbed to those temptations, those distractions, it would have made it to where he would not have been able to fulfill what he was supposed to fulfill. Likewise, if we succumb to the distractions along our own journey, we are never going to fulfill what we were purposed to do. So we can't succumb to the distractions. We can't succumb to the temptation that may be presented towards us. We have to keep our eyes set on the prize that is before us.
Come on now.
So I think that many of us fall victim to distractions because of the environment that we're in, whether it be social media, whether it be us being cognizant of other people's perceptions, projections, or whatever of us, and we're not staying true to what we have been called to do.
And all distractions are not negative distractions. Some distractions can be positive.
Well, because
to blow your head up and make you think you more than what you are. And so you have to be careful even of those distractions.
So that is a negative.
That's my week. People start gassing me up. I'm like, all right, what's that then? Oh yeah, I fold. People start gassing me up too much.
I'm just saying, I was once the individual that, I love to be that individual that thought I was just the purpose of the whole set.
All that in the bag of chips.
It didn't exist unless I was there. Don't worry about the camera. Don't worry about the camera no more.
Don't worry about it. It is.
And so you have to be careful of that puff upness that other people can put in you also. I'm just saying.
Because some people do that so they can see you fall.
So you can see.
Yeah.
Oh, that was people do that. They pump you up and they want to stand back.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this here.
You're getting that for free.
I love how this conversation took a turn from what was initially intended, and it always does this, and that's when I know God's showed up and showed out. Aaron, you got to bring in some of these comments that's coming in because I'm sitting here. What did Michael Jordan just say? There's some other.
So these are all questions as well.
And I know we're running over, but we got to give it to him.
Definitely. So
shout out to Michael Jordan again.
Yes. So we had Lucas asking, how do you keep your head up when the people you love are projecting their common sense logic onto a move that you know is a spiritual assignment?
Okay.
Ooh-wee.
Really, Lucas? At the end of the show, change them people.
Those two are very contradictory. spiritual assignments don't coalesce with common sense, because most of the things that you're asked to do from a spiritual perspective requires a certain level of faith that is not common.
Mhm.
So if you're with folks, to everyone, what y'all just said, you might need to change the individuals that are in your environment, because you need some folks that have some faith that is equal to or greater than yours, because they will then be in alignment with the assignment that you have spiritually, because they believe differently than the folks that you are focused with that have common sense.
But I think that kind of can be, and that's where you really need to make sure you're taking your directions from God, not from what feels good.
Yeah.
Because I think people misalign themselves with what feels good and call it spiritual versus what God really has purposed you to be with. And I say that because, not taking anything from anybody, and this is no shots fired, but I can think about myself, because in this season, I can be here kicking it with Amy because she feels good and she knows all of the things that I need to hear.
Yeah.
But they're not necessarily what's good for me. You understand? I'm just going to say it. It's just because it feels good. And so you're like, oh, they know the word. They do this, they do that. But is that really what God expects you in this season to be connected to? I don't know. I'm just saying, and that's something for thought. Don't feel bad about it. That's where I'm at.
All right.
Keep going, Aaron.
All right. The next question is from Amy. She asked, is it possible to love someone deeply, but still have to tell them, I can't let your fear be the map for my life?
Most definitely.
Yes.
Without question.
Please do, and keep it pushing. Go.
Yeah, put these people in a box. Man.
Yeah.
Put it over there.
There
Put the box over there.
Yeah.
Come on, Aaron.
Get out the bucket anyway.
Amy,
you know
if you
they
need
trying
help,
to pull you back in. Get out of the bucket.
Amy, if you need help giving them or having that conversation, please reach out.
There you go. We got you. We got you.
And then
The
next
last one?
question. We get 2 questions left. Michael Jordan asks, what's the best way to handle helpful people who are actually just protecting their own past failures onto our new business or relationship?
Cut them. Because it's not a mutual thing. They're looking out for themselves. And if they're just looking, they're not really here for you. They're here for them. I mean,
but it said our new business. So it's something they're both involved in.
Well, yeah, but again, they're not thinking about you. They're saying business. Is the relationship a business relationship, or is that business of?
Well, let's just stick with the business piece. So if that's the case, and I think I started the conversation from my perspective using business, because in business you use projections to forecast what you're going to be doing for the next year, so on and so forth, or where you should be.
Yeah.
And if you're using information, data from past experiences, past situations, that is fine to establish a baseline within your business, because then you can see what your profit margin should be. There are lots of different things you can use. However, that should not be the final destination. That should be where you should start. Okay, yes, we made these mistakes in the past. We made these decisions because we went with this vendor, whatever. Let's not make that same mistake again. Let's do something different. Because if we do something different, we know that we're going to get a different result.
Right.
Because if we do the same thing, this is where we're going to be. This is where the projection is. This is where we're going to be. So I think it is okay to come into a relationship, whether it be business or interpersonal, to where you are saying, hey, this happened to me in the past, or this happened to me in my business in the past. I want to make sure this doesn't happen again.
Right.
But again, you have to start the relationship with setting those expectations and communicating those things. But you can't use that as what your final destination is going to be. It's just a projection.
It's just a projection.
Like putting your budget together, You look at your budget one year and you do the same thing the next year. You have no growth in it.
That's
so you have to make some adjustment. You have to modify, do something different.
That's real good.
Some things you need to cut out.
Some things got
some of that stuff got to go. Well, I tell you what, we have bypassed the top of the hour.
Yes.
We're going to go ahead and wrap
time
this thing
well
up.
spent.
Well spent. But before we go, I really want to have these 2 phenomenal guests really tap in here. Tell us a little bit tell the people how they can find you, a little bit about your experience here, what you want to leave the people with, and more importantly, what are you taking away from the show today?
I've had an incredible experience here. I did not know, or I did not expect to come here and feel so comfortable, right? And I felt like everything that was done here today, from reading the comments, like you guys really put an effort to bring the audience into the show. It's not just us talking.
Mm-hmm.
It's everyone that is here. We are all together, working together to have meaningful conversation, to give us opportunities to learn from each other.
Mm-hmm.
And that, I have to say, is absolutely incredible. And I appreciate being a part of this.
Oh,
Man,
wow.
that's a blessing.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for
Where can we find you?
Where can we find you?
Because they need to find you.
They need to find you. This brother here is cold, y'all.
And tell them what you do also.
Mm-hmm. So, like I said, I am a photographer full time, and my name on Instagram is called the People's Paparazzi.
Mm-hmm.
And People's Paparazzi, we focus on creating experiences in Houston specifically to make someone feel like they are the star,
Mm-hmm.
right? Make someone feel like they are the celebrity that's walked into a room. One of our services is, we got our photographers, and we come out and we follow you into the event. Like we flash and we taking all the pictures and everything like that. So when you walk into this room, it's not just the DJs flashing lights and we making music. There's a bunch of people following you and just making it look like, oh, this person is.
It's an experience.
Who is this that's coming in here?
Mm-hmm. Right. They're like, wait, who is
Got to be somebody.
Got to be somebody.
Somebody.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's what people deserve. People work hard. People want to feel like, at least for one night, people want to feel like the world revolves around them.
Wow.
That's what we can do.
And how long is this experience? Because it ain't free, y'all. So how long is this experience? If we book you?
So generally people book me for about 2 hours.
Okay.
Right? So depending on what it is. So like, let's say if it's, they want just paparazzi for the specific event, we'll be at the red carpet in the front when you're walking through, and everybody will come in, and, everybody will get their individual, all the guests will get their individual paparazzi experience.
Oh, wow. Amazing.
And so if somebody's seeking that experience, how can they find
you?
Yeah. peoplespaparazzi.com or on Instagram, People's Paparazzi.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure for a little fee there, he will come and find you, not just in Houston. If you pay his travel, he'll be there for you.
That's no problem.
He got you. All righty then. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for
wonderful having you there.
It was really a great experience. You walking in, and you walked in like you belong here.
Yeah.
And so I really enjoyed.
Still gonna call you Terrence Howard.
If you don't have a nickname when you come on the show, you ain't family. So you good. You good.
A chance to rap.
To my annoying cousin,
Hard out here on the pill.
Adonis, can you please share with the people your experience, what you want to leave them with, and how can they find you?
Yeah, so it's always a wonderful time to come and speak with individuals who have an open mind, whether it be in the studio. The comments, the questions, and the interaction and engagement is phenomenal. I always enjoy my time here. With regard to connecting with me, you can reach me at AD_speaks across all social media platforms, adspeaks.net. If you are looking for coaching, consultation, services, I'm more than welcome to engage and see how the relationship could be beneficial. If you're looking for someone who is going to speak for an event or a situation, again, reach out, and I would love to do so. I've started to taper down some of the speaking engagements for the year since the kids are getting a little bit older. But again, if the relationship is going to be beneficial, we can definitely set something up. As far as what I do, I coach individuals and corporations on how they can bridge the gap. It is not your fault that there is a gap, but it is your responsibility. Better yet, your duty to bridge it. And I would love to facilitate that work.
All righty.
Well said, young man.
What I tell you,
he got his speech down, but he
got like that. Yes. Yeah. And Brother Carter, what do you want to leave the people with, and how can they find you?
I just want to just say, man, it's just been a pure joy, unadulterated joy to just have the hundreds and billions of you out there to view the show today. It was just a pure joy to have these two brothers on the set today, man. Y'all have warmed my heart up. Y'all have made me come alive this morning.
I know
So
you
I just want to
understand.
let you know I appreciate you guys for being on the set today, man. Y'all done a wonderful, phenomenal job on the set today. Congratulations to you both. And look forward to having you both on the set again and again and again, if possible. Yes. So you can find me, every Saturday, Brother Carter, right here.
Right
on
here.
Love and Victory Show with her.
With
That's
the millions and millions of trivia.
And I tell you once again, this has been, I can't, no, before I do that closing, Aaron, you have worked
Yeah, she's
these
been
cameras.
working.
Let me
Them
tell y'all
cameras
something.
been doing some
Let me
numbers
tell
on
you,
it.
for the people that are wondering what is going on with the screens and the cameras, baby, the batteries have been getting hot. Aaron is over here blowing them. She's doing everything.
It's the conversation.
No, the conversation
is so
She's doing everything to keep it cooling and chilled in here. Aaron, thank you. You know, again, we have been doing a lot of celebration of you because you're deserving of the celebration that you're getting.
Amen.
It does not go unnoticed. So again, thank you. I know that you've enjoyed this conversation. And do you want to leave the people with anything?
No, not really. I think y'all said everything.
All righty then. Well, okay then. And to the hundreds and billions and trillions of people that are viewing in, thank you, Carter Crew. You guys are amazing. I love you. And more importantly, I love God. I love what he is doing on this platform. I thank God for every person that have tuned in, that have sat on this platform, that have poured in, that have shared it, that have told someone. Continue to share it with everybody. Share it with the people that you love. Share it with the foes. I don't care. Share it with share. Thank you again. We love you. And until next Saturday, we will see you back. If everybody can look into the camera and say, we love you.
We love you.
We love